Marking out the pool. At this stage, you've decided on the size of your pool and its location. Now, let's mark out the pool. Stretch 4 lines across the pool area. Their intersections are the 4 corners of the pool. Anchor the lines to 8 profiles positioned well away from the pool area to be excavated, so that the lines can be removed and replaced at any time. You can make profiles very simply from 2 upright stakes and a wooden crosspiece. Check that a perfect rectangle has been formed by measuring the diagonals between the intersections. These must be the same. Mark the pool shape on the ground with lime or white cement. Further lines will be needed for the pool walls and infilling. Mark these 15 inches or 38 centimeters beyond the pool's dimensions. Hammer a datum peg into the ground with the top of the peg marking the top of the pool. Set the height of the peg using a cowley level hired from a local hire shop. Excavation. Excavation is far quicker with a mechanical digger, and many different sizes are available for hire. One is sure to be right for your site. Excavate from the deep end towards the shallow end. Dig to a depth of 4 feet 2 inches, or 127 centimeters, from the top of your datum peg at the deep end, allowing for 6 inches, 15 centimeters, of concrete foundation. The soil you remove can be transported by lorry or dispersed on site using a wheelbarrow or dumper. Use an excavator to dig out the shape of the pool hopper, but the final shaping should be done by hand. Keep checking the depth of excavation to ensure that it's correct. Now, mark out the inner pool dimensions using the installation handbook and your original lines. You may come across groundwater during excavation, but don't worry, it can be left till later. Simply overdig the hopper bottom by 18 inches, or 46 centimeters, creating a sump beneath the pool. Only the bottom though, not the sides. Dig back to the beginning of the level shallow area and use the excavator to shape the hopper back to the shallow end. Remember, at this point the floor is 3 foot 8 inches, or 112 centimeters, below the datum peg, not 4 foot 2 inches, 127 centimeters, as before, which allowed for the 6 inches concrete foundation at the deep end. While the excavator is digging the floor, dig a trench 6 inches, 15 centimeters deep and 15 inches, 38 centimeters wide around the shallow end, and throw the spoil into the pool area for the excavator to remove. Construction of the pool sides can now begin. Constructing the pool sides. Erect scaffolding around the hopper end and lay planks for a catwalk. Stretch lines back on the profiles which you positioned earlier, and using a spirit level or plumb bob, mark the 4 points vertically beneath. Hammer pegs into the ground to mark the inner dimensions of the pool. Scaffold board shuttering should be positioned at this point around the inner pool dimensions in preparation for the concrete foundations which will be laid later for the pool walls. Hammer steel pegs into the ground as marker pegs around the trench, indicating the level of concrete required. Use a cowley level and set the pegs 3 feet 8 inches or 112 centimeters below the top of the datum peg. Use scaffolding boards around the perimeter of the hopper as shuttering for the concrete foundations. Also, if you want to fit Roman end steps, remember to remove the soil to position the pre-constructed step section. Before concreting begins, position the pipework which runs underneath the pool foundations. If groundwater is not present, only 1 pipe is needed. If it is, 2 pipes are necessary. Clean the end of the pipe and inside of the fitting thoroughly, and then liberally apply ABS cement to both edges before pushing the pipe home and giving it a slight twist. The cement hardens very quickly, so make sure the pipework is positioned correctly. Seal the open end of the pipe with at least 2-inch wide adhesive tape to prevent dirt or cement fouling the pipe. With the pipework in position, lay the foundations. This must be done in one operation using concrete, 1 part cement to 6 parts ballast, leveled to the top of the steel peg already in position. Use 100mm concrete blocks from your local builder's merchant for the wall. Position the blocks using your original string lines and a spirit level to mark the exact positions of the pool corners. Measure out 1/2 inch or 13mm for rendering from this point and make a mark in the cement. Repeat this procedure a metre or so away and draw a line in the wet cement as a guide for positioning the blocks. The 1/2 inch allowance is for rendering. Lay the blocks on their sides to build a solid 9-inch or 23cm wall that can be finished in a day. Start from a corner and work outwards, checking and rechecking the vertical and horizontal levels. Remember to allow for the Vicon flow and return fittings, which are to be fitted as the wall is built. The face of each fitting should stand proud of the wall by 1/2 inch, 13mm, to allow for rendering.